and then someone else you didn't know would instantaneously respond.
I hope you die. What up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with another dope reaction for you. James over at Odd1sOut just dropped a brand new video called The Internet Changed Me. So what is he talking about? Is he talking about he's become famous and it's gotten to him? Or is it gonna be something a little bit more comical and now he hates Subway? I'm guessing it's that. I am beyond hype for this, fam. You know, anytime Odd1sOut drops something new, it is gonna be epic and amazing, and I am ready for it. Yes, I am. But before we jump in the video, make sure you show James over Odd1sOut some love by subscribing to his channel. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb-ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo woo. Let's go, James.
May I have your attention, please?
Oh, you got it, bro.
Your attention. Please.
Here's my phone.
May I have
I'm not
some?
on it.
Please. What if I put up gameplay of Subway Surfer and used a robot voice? Would that keep you stimulated? Wikipedia says that people born between the year 1981 and 1996 are part of a group called millennials. And I am a 96 baby. Hello, year of the rat. What's up? I'm cusping on that millennial Gen Z line, so I can relate to all you
I think I'm also year of the rat. It's been a while since I've been at a Chinese restaurant and they got the little paper things that say what you are. I think I'm a year of the rat, if I remember correctly.
Gen Zers, okay? I know what cap means. I know what drip means. And I also don't remember where I was when 9/11 happened. However, Gen Z, there is a difference between us. We're both a generation that grew up on the internet. But you grew up with the internet. We grew up with the internet. The internet didn't used to always look like this. It is
Oh God, yeah, show me what it used to be, because I remember dial-up internet. You want to talk about slow internet, bro. AOL, you used to have to buy your internet minutes. It came in hours. You literally paid for how many hours you could use the internet.
Metamorphosized a multitude of times. Now, if you talk to an older millennial, they'll tell you the horror stories of the late 90s internet. How the internet used to be paired with your home's landline. And if you don't know what a landline is, good. If you wanted to surf the net at blazing speeds of 7 kilobytes a second, then you couldn't use your telephone at the same time.
Nope.
This was before texting even existed. So if you needed to talk to someone, you had to call them and look up their phone number in that 20-pound weapon known as a phone book. And then if someone else was using the internet, they'd get the pleasure of listening to... Although, if I had to make a sound that represented the entire internet, it would sound exactly like this. I didn't grow up with dial-up, but I did grow up in a time where the internet looked completely different. By the time I was exploring the interwebs, we got speeds up to 1 megabyte per second. So the highest quality video you could stream on YouTube was in 240p, or this big.
So good.
It would still buffer a lot.
Yes, like non-stop. If you've ever played the Oregon Trail, I mean, that's like what all graphics were back then. It was terrible, dude. Terrible.
Gen Z, you weren't there when YouTube had a 5-star scoring system and the subscribe button was yellow and people would put these things all over their videos.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
You weren't there when the videos were in a 4:3 aspect ratio because that's what TVs looked like. You weren't there when a background for a website would be a never-ending grid of a JPEG and music would play against your will and your cursor would turn into a sparkly wand and... Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Whatever happened to that? And then the person who built the website would go, it's looking pretty good, but you know what this web page really needs?
Another watermark.
A counter that'll tell you the total number of people who visited.
See, dude, now he's talking about MySpace. Literally, this is MySpace before Facebook. Really dope.
Let me just copy this HTML code I found online. And if you're around my age and you also had unsupervised computer time, then great, you were also there to experience the pre-puberty years of the internet. Try to imagine the internet without social media. No Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or MySpace. Were people back then just not talking about themselves or sharing their opinions online?
There was vlogs.
Were we as a society more connected with the people we knew in the real world?
Vlogs.
No, of course not. People have been sharing their opinions online since day one.
Me hate rocks.
They were just doing it on random message boards.
Rocks.
I know it sounds trivial nowadays, but there was once a novelty in being able to type anything you wanted into the computer, and then someone else you didn't know would instantaneously respond.
I hope you die. Bro, the internet's always been toxic. Literally since the beginning, toxicity was there.
Even Neopets, a game targeted to children, had chat rooms and let anyone send unfiltered messages to children. I'm surprised I didn't meet any weirdos. That's one thing that'll never change with the internet.
Nope.
There will always be weirdos online.
Facts of life right there.
In fact, most of a weirdo's life is spent behind a computer. I would know. I think people loved sending messages so much that sometimes your friend would send you a message that said, "You've just been hit by the duck truck. Send this message to 8 of your friends and you'll be as sexy as a truck." Ignore and you'll be hit by a 16-wheeler. You have 7 days. And instead of blocking that person, some people would keep the chain going. Hey, I have a quick question.
Nope, I was a chain ender. I hate those things. I would end them. It stops here. Except for the person that sent it to me also sent it to like their whole friends list. So you can never stop it.
When was the last time you ever had to type a specific website into your address bar? Probably somewhere about 10 years, give or take. You just type in a Y, and then YouTube pops up. You put in a T, you get Twitter, and P gets you pictures of alligators.com. And if you had a specific question you wanted to ask the internet, you just Yahoo it, right? Yahoo? Oh, no, that's not the one you kids are using. You kids are using that new search engine, right? Ask Jeeves? I know there's like 4 main websites that everyone goes on, but back then, instead of having a social media account, people made their own websites. So there were a bunch of different websites for you to explore. And to help you find those websites, you had a few search engines to pick from. Everyone loves to
I don't think I've ever used A, Bing, or B, Ask Jeeves. Never. Ever, 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 ever.
On Bing for even attempting to be a search engine, but back in the day, Google had some competition. Obviously, I can see why Google ultimately won the search engine battle. Google is a great company, and I would recommend Google to all my peers and coworkers.
I love Google.
I love Google. As much as I love the internet, some of the best memories we had on the computer weren't even on the internet, were they? Sometimes the internet would just go down. But did that stop us? Did we go outside? No. We were still able to supply ourselves with hours of entertainment even without an internet. All you had to do was click Start, All Programs, Accessories, Games, and then...
Jeez, bro. James, you're bringing back some memories, fam. I haven't seen this in years, dude.
Space Cadet Pinball. I guarantee every millennial watching this right now just got hit with a big wave of nostalgia. This game might seem simple because there's only 2 buttons that you can press, but when you really got into it, this game had a whole lot more going on.
So much lore.
Space Cadet Pinball.
Where's the lore for this game theory? Come on, Matt Pat, you slacking, bro.
We had sometimes, and I cherished every second of it. But if you were anything like me growing up, you were also practicing your art skills. And luckily, every computer came pre-installed with a top-of-the-line painting software that every artist needs.
Paint.
Yeah, this program's got everything. There's a line tool, and a bucket tool, and a circle tool.
But if something didn't connect and you hit the paint, everything got painted.
And sometimes when I was really bored, I would make a black rectangle, scribble the freeform selection tool on it, and then blammo! Yeah, I still got it. I just made a masterpiece.
Blammo!
And fun James bonus tip, for some extra self-induced epilepsy, hold down Control-I, which will invert the colors, so your masterpiece will go... Oh my God!
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Hey, looks like you're trying to create a conclusion to this YouTube video.
The paperclip
Would you like my help?
No,
God,
Clippy.
I hated that thing.
Even when you were around, I never used you.
Neither did I.
I just liked having you there to keep me company.
So much nostalgia,
is still
dude.
A relatively new invention that is ever changing the way we live. And we have yet to see the full effects of what being connected since birth does to a person. The fact that the accumulation of all human knowledge can now fit in your pocket?
That's crazy.
That's going to affect your day-to-day life. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to get off the internet, touch grass, and live your life to the fullest. Otherwise, I'd be a hypocrite and unemployed. There's no denying all the positive things that the internet has to offer. But I'm also not going to deny all the negative things that come with instant gratification, too. As technology advances, so too do we advance the amount of time we spend online.
James
the internet
dropping
can connect
knowledge
us to a million
bombs.
different people and perspectives that we never would have been exposed to before. But it can also expose us to some really nasty people and perspectives.
That's a
and
meaty
the only
Karen.
thing we can do about those people is shrug and say, sorry, that's the internet. So, are we, as a society, better off with the internet? I think so.
I think so, too.
But I don't know, just remember to drink water and stretch. All right, that's the lesson of this video. Go stretch. I'm serious. Right now, go touch your toes.
Thank you all so much for watching this video about the internet and how it's changed. One thing that hasn't changed is how amazing my team is. Please, everyone, give them a big round of applause. They did an amazing job. I don't have too many updates to update you on. There's some new Black Friday deals going on in the merch store, so check that out. And to my LA viewers, if you're still watching, the Scribble Showdown show is doing an 18+ event in LA this January, so feel free to check that out if you're over 18. Anyway, that's all for me. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe and wear your seatbelt.
Let's go! Holy cow, James, you hit me with the nostalgia bomb on this video. This is so much stuff that I haven't even thought about in decades. I mean, the internet was such a different place back then. Games were different. I do not miss dial-up. God, dial-up sucked. I mean, there was literally the internet before like it really started taking off. I mean, it was literally mainly chat. That's the biggest thing for the internet back then was chat. You know, gaming online was massively and drastically different. Watching videos really wasn't a thing yet, or it was just, you know, for a 30-second video, it would buffer for 30 minutes. I mean, it's quite terrible. So this was so fun to see. And this might even be one of James's best, because again, it kind of hit me in my feels. So it got some brownie points on that. But Crab, let me know if you're old enough, what you remember of this and what you don't. And I'm old enough that I remember all this. So I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Make sure you show James some love by subscribing to his channel. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usual, be cuddle with a dog. And that's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Got nothing but love for the Sauce Gang. Woo! Hot sauce beats. Woo!